Okay.
So
Welcome,
welcome.
everyone.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oops.
Oh, I thought I did something and made it.
No, hold on. No, it was me.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
trying to
It's our
do something.
January 2024 team meeting. So we'll get started. Okay. So from last month, December stats, we had welcomed 9 new people. So Kimberly Fletcher on my team, sponsored Lynn Huff, Senior Director Karen Batty, her Angela Bukowski, welcome Bernadette Park, Senior Director Karen's Shelley Rand, sponsored Deborah Dice, Amy Johnson, Director, welcomed Eric and LaDonna Pearson, and Director Lisa Lloyd, sponsored Linda Brune. And then we have Director Jennifer Mitchell, who sponsored Megan Latierza. I probably said that wrong.
That looks about
Um,
right, Laterza.
okay, good. Director Jennifer's Mitchell's team member, Don DePasquale, welcomed Tara Hutt to the team. And Director Jennifer Mitchell, she was on a roll there.
Mm.
Her team leader, Christine Auger, sponsored Joanna Mowry. And then Director Melissa Lane sponsored Tiffany Thornburg, or I don't know. And then Director Allison Pagoni, he had Senior Consultant Michelle Merkley, sponsored Debbie Sweet. So welcome to everybody. We don't know if anybody ever hears about this. We put it out there. Okay. Also, to our top sellers for my team with 1,000 or more in sales, Director Amy Johnson with 79.90, Director Tara Medeiros with 52.80. And she was just saying that it helped pay for her car repairs. So see, when you work
That it
hard,
did.
it helps,
$1,300.
especially in December. Yeah.
Yeah.
Advanced Director Sue Moulton with 45.16. Team Leader Jennifer Anderson with 34.09. Senior Director Karen Batty with 32.43. So all of them earned level 3 free spring products. So that was awesome. Consultant Tammy Vaca Carrero, 1,862. And Senior Consultant Terry Heigelstedt. How do I say it? Leslie. Oh, she's
I like
mute.
High Hallingenstat. Oh,
She's
well, we can
laughing.
never figure it out.
Okay,
But Terry's on,
1507.
so I mean, she's there.
Yeah, she's hiding somewhere. No.
Mm-hmm.
So those two earned level 2, which is awesome because level 2 is always the level you want to try and hit to get like a product cover. So I'm thinking that might be the mini catalog
Mini.
cover. Yeah. And then consultant Denise Rung, 1188, and consultant Janet Balick with 1,053, and then earn level 1. And I was also in it, but I didn't add that in there.
And for my team, the green members were Rose with 222 and Maureen with 185.
Okay. Okay, so our personal team sales were 24,494. Our overall team sales were 134,516. One personal team recruit, well, one team recruit, and 9 overall recruits.
Okay, so for some of the business updates here,
Yeah,
I just kind of popped these in here, Randy.
right.
So this was off the director call the other day. 78% of social sellers outsell peers who do not have social media. So
Big
if you don't
difference.
have a social media account of any type, and you're not gonna get the sales. Like you will get them, but you won't get the quality that you need.
As
Like you
easy
can do in
access.
homes and stuff like that, but in
Yeah.
order to get your name out there, you should have a social media account.
Okay, so here's a question because I still don't. I had a VIP at one point and I
Mhm.
don't. I just put it on my personal. But does a VIP have to be on a business page or can it be like its own little group? Like,
I mean, I have my, well, I mean, I don't even use a VIP page. I just use my business page.
Okay,
and I
so,
post in there. So, I mean, everyone's different on how they do it.
yeah. Leslie, how do you do it?
Mine's connected to my business page, but
Okay.
honestly, I struggle to use it. I just mainly use my business page.
Oh,
So,
you mean your regular page?
Yeah.
Or you have a separate?
I have a personal page and I have a business page. So I use my business page for any groups that are
Okay.
Pampered Chef related.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah,
then
I
just,
do the same.
and then you use your personal for a lot of just,
Just use my
Main
personal
post.
for personal, but
Oh,
I'll share
okay.
stuff from my business page
Oh, okay, because I
over
see
to
a
it
lot, I think,
sometimes.
on your
Yeah, a lot
personal
of
page.
consultants are going back to just using their personal pages, I
Yeah.
found. I
Yeah.
mean, you noticed last month, Randy, I posted a lot on my personal page, but then I also shared it on my business page. I also posted on my business page as well.
Oh, yeah, why not? Yeah.
Because I have people on my business page who I'm not friends with. So I'm kind of,
Mhm.
and then friends who aren't on my business page, so they don't see half the stuff that I post.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
So I kind of double dip that way.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yep.
All right.
I
Now,
don't do a very good job, but I try not to make
oh
my
my
personal
gosh, I
page
think you do
all
a
Pampered
great
Chef stuff.
job. No, you have really good posts. They're
Well,
engaging.
I meant I don't want to put so much of it on my personal page, but I don't
Okay.
think I filtered as much as I should.
Oh, I think I don't know. I I always thought everything I kind of got from you was your personal page. I don't know.
No. Mm-mm.
Do you have a different name when it's on a business page?
Cooking with Mink is my business page.
Okay. All
Mm.
right. Okay. Okay, so there's a let's get cooking challenge, and it's actually going to come out tomorrow on the,
Tomorrow.
yes.
Okay.
So I think they were
There's going to
talking
be two different
product and
types.
lifestyle.
So there's the product and then the lifestyle.
Right. And then there's going to be some kind of a challenge, like if
There is
you,
going to be a challenge. I think I have that in the next.
okay.
Yep. So there'll be this challenge. The new tagline this year is going to be "Let's get cooking." And then there's going to be different, obviously, product. You want to feature, you want to share a demo of a product or any like sale products. The deluxe multi cooker this month. And you want to start off with the hashtag "Let's get cooking" and then product PC if it's a product post. If it's a lifestyle post, like sharing what's motivating you to share what you're going after in 2024. Like say it's Disney, and you're working towards Disney. For me right now, this month, I'm working towards 600,000 in career. So that would be my lifestyle, and I do the let's get cooking together as the other hashtag. So there's going to be two main hashtags for each type here. And again, like Randy said, the challenge starts tomorrow, so stay tuned. There will be information posted on Consultants Corner regarding this new
And I want to
challenge.
say prizes, too, that you can earn, like if you get picked or something.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. I think it's going to be similar to what they did in the past.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I'm on those director calls, I'm kind of multitasking, like working my full-time job and have this on at the same time. So it's a challenge to kind of keep up with
They
everything.
said use the hashtags always, and they said this is replacing the yes campaign.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
All right. So what's happening in January? We all know the multi-cooker's on sale at $100 off. One great way to book this month is you can also promote it as a half price, or if customers have a $650 sale, $650 party, they can actually get it for free.
And at half price, they're talking $99.50. So that's awesome.
Well, yeah, if it's half price, but if you have a $650 show, that is a $215 party. So technically a host can get it for free.
Yeah.
In January.
And a lot of
who doesn't
people,
want free?
right. And a lot of people like Leslie, we were talking about it. We have the regular one. You know,
Right.
we don't have
I
the
got rid of
update.
mine and I use that
And
one
so
now.
a lot of people are just talking about the extra features that were on it.
Exactly.
And they don't have it, but you can upsell. That's our
Mhm.
job is so, yeah,
So it's a great way to book,
Terry
sell,
and I were
and
talking about that
recruit.
earlier.
yeah. You don't
Um,
remember?
What?
Did you say you don't remember us
No,
talking about?
sorry, I said Terry and I were talking about that earlier
Oh,
as well.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
The January host special from January 15th through the 15th, January 1st through the 15th. When a host submits a party, they're also going to get the 4-quart mixing bowl. They had double and free, plus the cookware at 60% off. And then obviously partying with table reimagined. Believe it or not, I was in Target yesterday morning and I ran into one of my customers and we were talking and I said, yeah, I can't remember how it came about, but with busy schedules and stuff, I'm like, yep, I got to start doing some more, like quick cooking, like set it and go. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, actually, thanks for reminding me. She's like, I need to get a couple things from you. So I told her, I said, you know what? This month is a great month to host if you're interested. Like it's double free product. And she just texted me back. She's like, oh my God, thank you so much for, touching, like, it was so great to see you yesterday. Let's book that party.
Yeah.
Great.
I mean, it's not, as long as you connect with your customers,
Right.
they're going to book. If they're not going to
Mhm.
book, they're going to order. I had another customer today email me. I think I had done a party for her. She was a customer at a party last year. She needed stuff. And she's like, hey, do you have a party that's, that needs help or whatever? Cause I need to order a few things. I just sent her the link.
Yeah.
Anything, as long as you're keeping in contact with your customers, they're going to come back.
Okay, so I want to jump back to the party with table, the reimagined. You came on during the last week and you talked about some segment like in the table, and I can't remember what it was, but it was on your
Me?
team page or something. Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Was it the cookbook?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the
All right.
e-cookbook. But
So
then it talked about, the quick cooker,
I'll go back to that after.
Okay, all right.
I'll show you because it's in marketing imagery.
Okay, sounds good.
Obviously selling, we have the January sale of the deluxe multi cooker at $100 off, 25% off the accessories. In addition to that, we have the 25% off the rapid prep mandolin and the quick slicer.
Simple slicer.
The simple slicer. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
What's the deal with the smoothie mix?
It's temporarily
It's
back
back
in.
in stock.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled about it because I was reading in the director loop that a lot of people were saying that they were disappointed in the quality of it, that it wasn't, that it had some fillers or something that if about really good smoothie mixes, that
Yeah.
they were disappointed in Pampered Chef, adding something in that they were not happy with.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And then we
And
have the free gift with the $90 purchase. They can either get the tomato knife, the color-coded utility knife, or the paring knives for free.
yeah, and I think that's such a basic. I mean, I have my tomato knife in my dish drain
Yeah.
all the time. Hi, Terry. Hello.
All right. And then obviously sharing the apron, 24% off the launch bundles this month. The bonus with the deluxe multi cooker. And then right now is the perfect time to get going on your goals for this year, especially with the incentive trip, because we all basically start back at zero.
Right.
And with double host rewards, I mean, with double points this month for everyone, there's no reason everyone can't get points, a good number of points towards
Right.
the incentive trip this month.
Right. And I loved this. Can you see it all?
Trust the magic of new beginnings. Yes.
Yeah, I loved it. Well, that's up on my board.
All right. So a couple other things this month besides the double sales points. From the 1st through the 15th, we can earn the 2024 planner when you
And they
submit
did show
500
it,
in
and it
sales.
looks pretty awesome. Yeah, it's got
Yeah, they were
That's
saying it
good.
has stickers and stuff like that in it too. So
Right, and
of
about
course, I just went and
bookings
bought
and
my new planner.
carrying thing over. Yeah, it sounded really good, like what we used to have.
Yeah, and I miss that. I miss the old planners that we used to
Right,
get every year.
I used to use it all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah.
So 500 in sales between now and the 15th. We're halfway to that point. There's still 8 days left to get 500 in sales in order to get that.
Yep.
So that is a great offer. Do you want to talk about the recruiting one?
Yeah, I love that this pink scraper, it's a new pink scraper for a team leader. And if you've been one before, so Terry and me and anybody, if any of us want that, we have to just recruit 2 people. And they don't have to qualify or anything this month, and you'll get the pink scraper. And then if you've never earned it, it's the same deal. So basically, all of us can earn the pink scraper because a lot of people keep all the directors, they have like all of them. So this is one that nobody's got, and we're all going to want it. And then what I thought was an awesome, like I'm shocked with this second one that if you're one of those people qualify in their first 30 days, you'll get this jean jacket that's a Pampered Chef exclusive. And that's a huge gift, I think, from Pampered Chef for getting one person to be qualified this month in their first 30 days. So that was huge to me.
Can always use more swag.
Yes.
Exactly, Leslie.
Yeah. So they were saying something, they were talking about in public pages of Pampered Chef, that funflation drives ticket prices to be too expensive. So, for people to go to the show, to go do anything, and then that it's too expensive to have fun. So, by us having shows and stuff, I mean, it does, it costs your host to do it, but I mean, they have a really good time. Don't you get people telling you that at their shows that they are so happy they came and they weren't going to come, but and I always made sure I told people I don't ever push for the sale. I mean, they're there whether they can afford something or not. I want them to come, because they'll come back to you again if they don't get something then. Don't you guys find that?
Agreed.
I mean, it makes a big difference. But it is true. I mean, you can't go to a hockey game for how much money,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that for a hot second?
No. Yeah.
Well, no, seriously.
Yeah.
I got a tequila seltzer, which if I buy a 4-pack, it's like $16. Okay. One tequila seltzer last night was $16.57.
Yeah.
Talk about inflation, okay?
I mean, and if people bring kids, you can't afford to go.
22 bucks for a hamburger?
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
I was horrified.
And that's why Disney is hard, but so worth it. I mean, because you really don't, I mean, you have your hotel room, you've got your flight, most likely, or at least commit, money towards it. But I mean, having your room is huge. And then the little incentive things, they have a Disney breakfast with all the characters. They're going to be at this one. And then there's also going to be Typhoon Lagoon. And when we were there, they actually closed it to anybody else for the night, which I would have been upset if I was like a regular goer to the park and, you couldn't get into it. But I mean, you get treated royally. It's just amazing. Terry, have you ever been there with Pampered Chef?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I went to Disney multiple times because I was a travel agent. But I never traveled to Disney with Pampered Chef.
Okay. I mean, it is magical. It's just.
But they do treat you very well when you travel.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the nice thing too is everyone's staying at the same hotel this year.
Yeah, that's
next
cool.
year.
It's
Sorry.
all in one group. Too,
Yeah.
See
One wave.
Okay.
So recruiting is a big deal this year.
Yeah.
And they said, I mean, in Yahoo, there was a talk about why you might need a side gig in 2024 and which ones will be in demand. So, people do, they need a second and third side job. That's sad to say, but to keep your family in the same lifestyle that you've had for them, You know, I mean, people are gonna need that. So I think sometimes it feels funny if you're not, like, it felt funny when I wasn't like a director yet and talking about it, because I mean, it was working for me. I mean, it was I worked as much or as little as I wanted. And back then, if I wanted more, I did the 5 and 6 shows a month. And that helped, pay for the kids' sports and all that stuff. But, I kind of felt like, well, what if it doesn't work for me? How am I going to sign someone else or whatever? But it really, you don't know what it'll do for every person. So it's like they always said it was selfish if we don't offer it. And it is true. I mean, you have to just give them that choice. They can be home. They could be homeschooling like Leslie's doing.
Mhm.
So there's so many good points to this. You're not going to go out the 4 nights a week to work at Kohl's when they tell you you have to come in. You're going to work when you want to.
I work from the train or from a hockey rink. I mean,
Yeah. So, I mean, you're offering something that's really part of and I didn't get that in the beginning. I mean, I never recruited because I thought, oh, I can't recruit yet, but I mean, in Pampered Chef now, it's just an automatic. It's just something you do as part of your job. So you never know who you'll be talking to that it'll work for,
mhm.
to give them a chance, because for the price, they can't even beat it. I mean, they're getting what, $800 worth of tools for $200.
Mhm.
So ahead of the game from day one. So.
All right, so that kind of goes here hand in hand with the setting goal settings for 2024.
Right.
Randy, I'm gonna look for the handout on this one, so I'll post it in the team page.
Okay. Oh, the setting goals. Yeah. I
Yeah,
did
the
put it
goal
in
setting
our
ones. So
weekly
like,
report. Yeah.
again, what do you want to do for sales this year? Or break it. What you want to do is you really want to break it down
Right.
by month to
Yep.
make it easier. Because I could say I want to do 100,000 this year, but you got to be realistic and break it down by month and then by the number of shows you want to do and
How many
make it
recruits
more
will you have?
simplified, and it'll work out. It's just it's all calculations basically. If you want to
Right.
promote, obviously sales and recruiting go hand in hand with the trips as
Big
well
time.
as the career level. So
Well,
like,
at 3,000, you're doing like 2 shows for every recruit you qualify.
exactly, and that's, yeah, if that 3,000 points, adds up.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that helped me in 2020 with my recruits. That's how
Right.
I earned level 2.
Mm-hmm.
So if you break it down into smaller goals, like, here we go. All right, so I'll post it after. And then there's a January host scavenger hunt. Number a sheet of paper from 1 to 10. Write down someone who ideas. Do you know what that one was, Randy?
Well, not even really, but all I remember, I mean, in my 35 years coming up, I mean, I still have sister-in-laws and people who never have hosted a show.
Mm-hmm.
So first list of 10 or 20 or 50, whatever we created.
Oh, I know what this is. I know what this is now.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
like someone who likes to cook, someone who has a busy schedule. So you want to make that's what it is.
Okay.
So it's someone who, like,
To give you ideas.
to give you ideas. Exactly. That's what
And I
that
would
someone
say
who
go
is,
back to
that
your
column.
beginning list, because
Huh?
there will be people that you've never had from your beginning list.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then reach out over the next 5 days to someone from each of those categories. And then, if they say yes, then host coach them, and help get their party on the calendar. Like, I posted on my business page this morning, this afternoon, I went live and I told them, hey guys, you all know I love a great challenge. December was proof of that, when I had that big goal of 5,000. This month, my goal is to do like 15 to 20 parties and work towards reaching my 600,000 in career sales. And then I had someone comment on that post and said, hey, are you still doing virtuals? Absolutely, I'm doing virtuals and in-homes, both.
Yeah.
So I reached out to her privately and I'm like, hey, do you know anyone? And she's like, yeah, I think I do. She's like, my son, it's now my youngest son's turn because they're
Mhm.
all grown and they're all moving out on their own. So she's going to start them off with good quality products.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So,
And I mean, on the getting, building up how much you need for the month or whatever you want. I mean, it is a matter of knowing your party average. And Pampered Chef sends out like, I get like a list at the end of the month, I want to say, of all of your accomplishments from the previous year. So, but is there a way right now? I was trying to figure it out and I didn't have time and do it. But where to find out what your party average was? Does anybody know?
yeah, I
I
can
mean,
show
just
you.
taking, is it under just your, in
Hold
somewhere in
on,
your?
hold on, Randy.
Okay. Because knowing
Um,
your party average is big. I mean, if you don't know where your average is, you got to know that to be able to build it up.
okay, so if you go to reports and
Yeah.
tracking
Okay.
and you go to consultant connection summary,
Mm-hmm.
and then
I
you go to
know.
performance details,
Okay.
this is going to show you for the year. Obviously, nothing right now. So if I go back a previous month to December, this was my show average for in-home parties,
Where? Are you opening it?
1166.
Where, you didn't open it or we don't see it.
Oh, hold
It
please.
didn't update on our end.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Okay. Yeah. And I forgot that's where it was. I was like,
Okay, so it's right here. So you can see it now.
okay.
So I went to the previous month because obviously I want to look at 2023. So
Mhm.
under your sales, you have your month to date sales. It'll show you your show average. So my show average in December for online, because that's all I did, was 2,300.
And your average number of orders per show. And that's
Yeah.
good to know.
And
But
right
I'll,
here, so like my year to date sales average for in-home parties was over 1,100.
okay.
My virtuals was 589.
Okay. And that's good to know.
And then
So
it gives you the
you're,
number of shows that you did, the number of bookings, and then the average number of orders per show.
okay. Yeah. Because that is so key. So I was on, Leslie, you said you went to the HOD team, the meeting? Did you, Terry?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, say that again?
Did you go to the HOD squad meeting?
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, she was talking about, knowing your party average and everything, but home office is going to send like I said, I'll get that to you, what your yearly average was of fundraisers, like she said, catalog shows, what they would call it, and then live shows and stuff. And that is key. So the HOD squad is going to run a,
Did they create a new report, Randy, for it?
no, it should be just our regular report that I can send out. But they're actually going to have two different groups, one for Canada and one for United States. And there's going to be a Destination Disney HOD US squad. And it's got all the tools, the trackers, the points and resources. And if you're not even going for Disney, it's just good to take this class. I mean, they're just gonna, you're gonna be with like-minded people who want to build, who are working towards a better, average and everything. So I would really strongly suggest that we all do that. And I'm gonna send anybody who really wants Disney, because I'm not going for it. I don't, I'm just not. I'm not in that place anymore. So this will be a group that everybody can join. There, it's because we're the home office direct. And I think it'll be a great group just for networking and everything. Like just going to the HOD. And it's usually the first Wednesday of every month that they do that. So,
Right, Randy, I'm going to jump back for a second since I'm in marketing imagery now.
okay.
What you were asking me about.
Yeah.
So if you go under marketing imagery and plan a party, the Beat the Cooking Blues live cooking event that they did last week,
Mhm.
if you go here, there is a season and anytime like outline. pretty much. You can
I
go in
heard
here.
it's great. I
So
haven't looked at it.
within here, there is an e-cookbook that you can download with different ideas for beating the cooking blues. Some of them are, the multi-cooker, and then some of them are with the stoneware and stuff like that. So that's what I was referring to the other day, Randy.
Okay, all right. But I heard that there was a really good section also. I don't know if it was pictures or whatever. Oh, an outline that they created for the Beat the Blues. They said that that was like really
Yeah,
good.
it's probably in here.
Yeah. So are you both doing the table thing still? Terry and Leslie?
I'm trying. I'm not
Yeah.
getting much headway with it.
No,
Mm-mm.
because you were doing better with it.
I've
I
never
mean-
had really good sales from it. The
No?
best show I had
Okay.
on table was 700 something,
Okay.
and that was a couple years ago.
Yeah, I
So-
don't do it. I don't know. I don't
I
want
like the
people
ease
to
of
have
it.
to, I know, right? Like, I just feel like it'd be another step for them to take instead of me just giving them a link, but then there was a lot of really good imagery for it and extra things. Right. Because I'm doing actually just mostly like catalog shows right now where they just get a link and they're offering their
Mm.
friends, not even doing the other thing. And
The virtual.
yeah. I mean, I just tell them they have to have 200 or 300 and they get host rewards, but they make it like they start getting the 200 and then they want 3 to get the half price. And that, so they like almost build themselves up to build it up. So I'm like, okay, so they usually end up at 500 or 700 where I'm promoting just, you only need 200 and it's going from there. So I don't know. And then I always keep it open and if
Start promoting
anybody-
it at
pardon?
start promoting it at 500, and maybe you'll be getting the thousands.
Yeah,
Mm.
right. I mean, it just is something that seems easy then, because all they
Well,
are is just
Randy,
offering
in
it to
that
their
in that
friends.
regard, it sounds like you're almost doing like those turkey trots and those reindeer, dashes and stuff like that.
Right. I mean, it's, and I always sent them catalogs and a couple things, and I'm not even doing that unless they want it. They're just going online and telling their friends and getting orders. And then I always leave a show open every month or I'll promote that show that they're doing. And then we add to those sales. Because people text me all the time and they'll say, you got a show open that I can add my order to. So they're used to like, let's help another host.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I'm like, sure, that's great. So I
Well, and
usually
that's the
bring
case
them,
that happened to me today, with that email
Yeah.
that I got from,
right,
my website.
Yeah.
So offering product solutions, what do customers want right now?
easy, fast.
Right?
Soup.
Yeah, warm,
Yeah.
like comfort food. Yeah, is big.
Exactly. What solutions can you offer? I don't know. There's a whole ton. There's the deluxe cooking blender. There's the deluxe multi-cooker because the soups with the deluxe cooking blender are amazing. And then how will you offer those, solutions? It's just this, this whole these questions, and then they all kind of come together. How will you offer the solution to the problem, like for what the customer wants? Like I posed the question the other day. Leslie, I think you actually chimed in on it. Like what's one thing you struggle with in the kitchen?
Trying to figure out what everybody will eat.
But
What'd you say?
again, so
Trying to figure out what everybody will eat.
Yeah, right.
but with that comes this whole activity here, offering product solutions. You know what I mean? Like, so some people are like, oh, kitchen, my kitchen's small, or, like someone posted on my business page, let me find it. Crazy schedules, like, let me find what her response was.
Yeah.
It was like the perfect response.
And I like to cook once, and if I'm going to cook, I want tomorrow night to have leftovers, So I try to make enough to not cook again.
We did
Okay.
a raising tray tonight.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like someone posted, trying to decide what's for dinner night after night, or making 3 meals in one night. The after school, I'm starving meal, the dinner time meal in
After
Latsky,
school.
after school sports games and practices, I'm starving again meal.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's excellent, you know. Someone else posted, you know, space, I need a bigger kitchen. Not eating everything in sight, you know. Or just being in the kitchen in general.
Right. To
But
get
I
in
mean,
and out.
because then now you can go and you can spin off on that and be like, okay, you know, you're short on, you know, you're short on time or whatever, or you forgot to take something out of the freezer in the morning. What's one product that we have that can take care of that for us? The deluxe multi-cooker.
Multi-cooker.
And I've never done it. I don't know why, but I've
What?
never used it for that.
You've
What?
never done that, Randy?
No, I've never.
Oh my goodness, you don't know what you're
Yeah.
missing.
Yeah.
Do it this week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
seriously.
Challenge
And
you.
I'll do it, and I'll just like take chicken. I'll just take frozen chicken, and if I have a jar of salsa, I'll just dump that in and then set it on chicken and go.
And do you try and separate the breasts or just throw the
No,
whole
I
thing?
just throw it in there.
Oh my
Throw it
God.
in there. It might take a little longer.
Well,
Yeah.
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 But then you could be doing something else while that's
Exactly my point.
cooking. Right. Yeah. You don't have to stand over it.
But the thing is, if you take snippets of that, you know, like do a quick video or whatever saying, okay, look, here's the situation, you know, I forgot to take something out for dinner tonight, you know, because I was running late or whatever, the kid, you know, something happened or whatever. And you get home and you have the multi-cooker, you grab frozen chicken breast out of the freezer, pop it in the cooker, throw some stuff in there, you know, whether it's veggies or whatever, so a little bit of broth or whatever, and then just set it, or even just the jar of salsa, and set it and go, and then you can get on with your night, you know, like prepping other things or doing other things when you get home from work, helping the kids with the homework, you know, and when the cooker goes off, release the steam, and then just take your, you know, chicken shredder, I mean, your salad choppers, shred up the chicken, and if you have lettuce wraps there or whatever, you make salsa chicken wraps.
Well, and then you could have 2 meals. Yeah.
Oh,
From that.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So those are the types of things that we need to really start looking at for offering up product solutions
Right.
for people, you know, at mealtime.
Yep. Okay. What
I
have
love
you
that
guys,
activity.
what have
Huh?
you guys learned lately? Because I know Terry and Leslie get together and plan. So what good things are coming out of your little minds?
Hmm.
You
Leslie
were-
is
I mean-
still an amazing consultant.
Yeah, she is. We know that. That's a for sure.
No,
Yeah.
we
Very
well,
kind.
she is. We call ourselves Leslie and
Oh.
Terry.
Good.
So
Yeah.
Team Leslie.
together, we're the perfect consultant.
Right.
So
Right. Well,
Takes us
and I
both our
mean,
brains.
how many years do you have in, Terry?
I've been
17?
Since 06.
Okay.
So 18, 17, I don't
Yeah.
know, whatever it is. Yeah.
And director and advanced at one point or more?
No, never quite made it
But I mean,
there.
you definitely have a lot of, skills.
I have a lot of wisdom.
Yes. Yeah, that's what they call it. Okay.
She imparts to me regularly.
Yeah. But I mean,
So,
I think
So
I'm really
tell
good
us-
at asking the
something that you
questions.
guys are working on now. I mean, for like the month.
Bookings. Trying to get the bookings.
So I think we both struggle with enlarging our circle of influence or and
And that's
so I
good.
keep encouraging that, it takes time to build that following. And sometimes, it'll be like, wow, that was great. It's because I have that following and because it did take that time to build that following.
Right.
But I still need to grow and increase my circle. So that's
Right.
something I think we both, and I think I know a lot of direct sellers and through networking groups and things like that.
Yeah.
And it seems to be sort of a common thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's our area but yet, I mean, I don't know. Or is it, I'm just not.
And do you work outside of the
as-
house too? Or is this your,
I also do retail merchandising.
okay,
So I set displays in stores and count things and take pictures of things, and it's all flexible work.
yeah, okay, good.
So,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, I know for Leslie, I mean, being homeschooled, so you're kind of home a lot. I mean, you're not out and about as
Yep.
much,
Yeah.
Yep.
so that makes it harder. But then you guys are both in a networking group, which is good.
Two
Right, we're
different
in
ones.
each in a
Two
different.
different, that's
Yeah.
good,
Mhm.
because then
Yep.
you're
She
not,
has respectfully given me space to grow myself in one, and
yeah,
she does
and
other
that's
one.
what, I think that's what Pampered Chef does too. I mean, I think it helps you become stronger and more independent, and I don't know. I think over the
I
years,
think
Yeah.
Leslie's doing all, like, I mean, she will do
Right,
whatever you ask of her
Mhm.
to
oh my
try
God, she
and,
does. She'll
and
try
that kind of
anything.
thing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I
I think that's
s-
what's frustrating for me, that I'll
Yeah.
try anything, but nothing's got
it's
the
just
big
that
bang. I
switch
think,
has to go.
Mhm.
yeah,
But I look at like that success you had when you were like, oh, I don't want to drive all the way to, Rocky Mount or
Right.
whatever, like Lake
Right.
County, right?
Yeah.
But you did it, and it did open up that
Yeah.
circle there for a while, right? And so it's that same
Right.
kind of thing. And that first party was a fabulous party, right?
Right.
And you got bookings and that kind of thing. So it's just waiting for that switch to continue, right?
Yeah.
And stuff. But again, it's like when we had talked about that, doing that, like, well, maybe you do need to make that stretch for that. And then
Once a
you
month
didn't
or every other month, because you
Mhm.
have family there, right then?
virtual. So
And Leslie,
um,
you have family that lives up there, so you could stay over if
Uh,
you,
if this was a different direction, but yeah,
okay,
a different direction.
okay, all right,
than my family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Complete
Yeah.
opposite. But yeah, I think the frustrating thing for me is that, it's in direct sales, it's relationships. And that's
Mhm.
the thing I struggle with most. Like, you want to come shop? I'm here.
yeah,
You don't want to be pushy.
Right. I approach it the same way I do if I've got to go shopping. I want to know what I'm getting, where I'm
Oh.
getting at, go in, get it, and leave. I don't
oh,
want to
see,
feel
and I
with the
wander around the
salesperson.
store and, yeah, yeah.
No.
Well, because
So I
years
think
ago,
that's
I mean,
the
we
thing that
did,
has held me
yeah,
back the most.
yeah, and I believe it, because you're, yeah. Too
I
nice.
don't have problems talking to y'all. I don't have problems talking to people that I've already met, but really building that relationship, like, it feels very awkward to contact somebody that's been at a party and then go, so what do you do?
Yeah.
Tell me about your kids. Tell me,
But
it just
I mean,
doesn't
but
feel
that's actually, and sometimes we prejudge those people, and you look at somebody and you think they have a lot of money. Well, that doesn't mean really anything. I mean, they're still cooking, they're still whatever, I mean, looking at someone and thinking, oh, they don't need Pampered Chef. And we have so many people that join Pampered Chef just to be social. I mean,
right.
there's so many reasons people join or host a show or whatever. Like if like my girlfriend's sister-in-law is like in a big clicky, and she would never, oh my gosh, have a party to get something, you know? So then we changed it to do it for a fundraiser group, do it for one of your favorite charities. So if sometimes you have to help people see, it doesn't have to be them getting it, that, this could benefit their best group, like how you do so much with your
Right.
church and things, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I
Along
mean,
with that, I've had several people that have announced engagements. How do you approach them without sounding like an ambulance chaser? Because that's what I feel like. Congratulations, I can do a registry for you. Let's go now.
yeah, well, but it's
What it
Pampered
feels
Chef is good quality stuff. So they can have that alongside of
Mhm.
their registries and put their name in the knot or whatever, right? I mean, you can add
Yeah.
it to. So
But I
mean,
think what her question was that she sees somebody's, post that they got engaged and stuff. And so not to feel like they're being stalked, like, and saying like,
Yeah.
Congratulations. Oh, but this is my real reason for contacting you is because I can offer you
Yeah.
a register. And it's just getting that wording or that timing and
Right.
that kind of thing, and not making, so you don't want someone to see you, Leslie, and have them go like, oh my gosh, she's going to ask me,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and run the
Yeah.
other way. Right.
Yeah.
But
But
then
I
I
think,
would say, do you know their mom or their aunt who's gonna maybe throw the shower for them? You know, and ask
Not
them.
usually.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No.
And just say, I mean, just say, we do Pampered Chef registries, you know, and that could get added onto your, you know, your knot or whatever you're using. And then
Right.
you just leave it at that. I mean, I don't want to push somebody either. I mean, people tell me at my shows years back that they liked how I didn't push anybody to for the sale or anything.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, I mean
but,
that.
but remember, like, if you don't ask, if somebody doesn't know, they
I mean,
won't
you
know.
can mention it at your shows too, that, you know, we do offer bridal registries and everything else, you know, along with the party experience.
Right.
I mean,
And
because the
I
thing
do
too
try and
is
do that.
they don't have to just do a registry. They can do a party and use
I've had
it, you
bridal
know,
parties, yeah.
yeah, and do it as a bridal party, like a bridal shower type party, and people can just purchase, you know, like if she has a registry, they can purchase off of the party.
And then
she's still
I
gonna get the
always
rewards.
encourage them because I had a whole family that did it, and I had to like come out of retirement to do the last one because I wasn't doing live shows then. She's like, you have to do it for the little one. Yeah. But I mean, but when I did it, I mean, it's also about them placing an order for themselves. And then she gets all that host credit. So it's not even that you're only buying for them. It's that if you place an order just even on that party, you know, you're helping them.
So Leslie, a lot of times with like networking and stuff, and so people assume like, oh, Pampered Chef, I know what that is, right? Or, you know, whatever. But a lot of people don't realize that we do offer, you know, wedding registries, wedding showers, fundraisers, right? They don't know about share rewards. They don't,
If
you
you're
know,
not
and
talking
stuff like
about it,
that.
they're not gonna know.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And like,
sometimes when I meet somebody, especially new, and I'm like, you know, you sound like you're familiar with Pampered Chef, but I just want to like plant the seed with you in case you know anybody, or if your need ever comes up or whatever, and talk about those things that people don't necessarily know about, like shared rewards. No other company
Right.
does that.
Right.
Right. And stuff. So I think lead with those kind of things just to let, and I have more people that go like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that Pampered Chef did fundraisers, or, you know,
Yeah.
what is that like and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
those can be a kind of icebreakers when you, meet people. So the next time you're in the grocery store and, you know,
Yeah.
you see someone wearing a charity shirt, right? You go like, hey.
Well,
I went to
and you know
Sam's
who the
Club
person,
yesterday
You did?
and got bombarded on the way in and on the way out from a group that was like a drug rehab program.
Yeah.
So I
Yes.
took their information and I'm going to contact them and tell them they can do a fundraiser. So
There you go.
I don't know.
turn it
I-
around,
Adam,
turn it around.
Cub
Yeah.
Scouts selling popcorn and stuff. Like, and I'd say like, you know, my dad works for the Boy Scouts or worked whatever. So we got like more popcorn that we know what to do with or whatever. So I'm like, you know what, but here's, you know, $5. I'd love to support you. I don't need or want the popcorn. Right.
Yeah.
But then I'll like plant that seed with that group as well. And I find someone to talk to and let them know. And I actually had people like on the sidewalk walking into the store going like, do whatever she tells you, 'cause she's awesome, you know, and it was like, oh, thanks.
that was me
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah. But honestly, I mean, I used to wear my apron in the store after a show. Like I'd run in to get something. And then we also used to bring like our little recipe book, you know, the little season's best, and have it open. And then when you're in line, and I swear, I think I have to hook you up with Sue Moulton and see if she has any. She was the queen of out and abouts. This girl talk Pampered Chef to anybody. I mean, she can get all kinds of leads, but she actually had like where she would take consultants and they'd go to a mall and take different parts of the mall and just kind of learn
I
how
remember
to
her talking
cook.
about that once.
People.
Yeah, and I mean, she was super successful with that. I mean,
Okay,
she,
so there were 4 people at any one time at our mall.
oh, really? Oh, really?
Are the ones that are employed.
We could get them done like that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Well,
it's
I have
true.
to tell you, funny story, Randy. I finished up a show in about a half hour away and had to stop at the store on my way home. Then I had my apron on. I'm like, Randy said she wears her apron in. I'm gonna try and wear my apron in. I turned right back around and put my apron in the car.
Oh, couldn't do it. No,
But
yeah,
I
I'd
did
be
tell the
like,
lady today when I was looking at bell peppers that were like, I mean, they were huge. So I've never seen these so huge. And she's talking about something else. And I was like, yeah, I'm getting them for a Pampered Chef recipe. She's okay. Like,
oh,
see ya.
But that's a
Yeah.
Try.
start. But
Well,
that's a
right.
start.
and
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
it's
It's
an
hard to
opening.
just talk to somebody. Yeah. It is. It's getting comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I just think you've come so far, Leslie,
She
that, and
has.
I know I told you this, I'm not speaking out of school, but there
No,
that I know that knows her from other parts
yeah.
of our lives and
Her
stuff, and
sales.
just that she really feels that this is her thing, and that she's made the
And
right
that's
choice
why you
to.
need to let people know that you're just so passionate about it, you know, that it has made a difference. Look at how your kids cook, the little ones. I mean, that's such a good
Yeah.
thing that they're learning to be right in the
And now they
kitchen.
have to learn how to do it on a gas stove because we just
Oh,
switched out.
I like gas stove
I'm so
anyway.
excited that you got a stove.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Christmas.
I think it's good to let people know that you love this and that you want to share it. I mean,
Yeah.
because it's been good. And I so want you to get the success because you are working it. You are willing to try anything. And that's what is frustrating, you know, to see that you will do whatever and you'll learn anything you can, you know, and it's hard to watch you grow, but then not get all the success that should come from it from your growing. So yeah.
It'll get there.
It will. The roof is going to blow
I'm
off your
holding on
house.
to the site.
But like you
So-
said, it might be the more live shows to get out there. Because years back, that's how we got
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you
I mean,
build.
have you tried going back to your list of 100 or like to your first customer, your first hosts?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because
My-
they're saying
My
like,
Frank's list is a dead horse. There is no
Okay.
point in going back to my Frank's list. It
okay,
just
but
from
but
7
now did
years
you
of a different
friend your
direct
friends?
sales.
Did you friend your friends? Because that's another
Yeah,
whole
I've-
list.
Yeah.
Did you go to their sister that you know or their,
I feel very uncomfortable going to their relatives or their friends if I don't have a connection with them already.
okay, you
I
don't
just
know.
feel like that's really
Okay, but I
awkward.
mean, I'm saying the ones you do know, you know,
Right.
you could just say, I'm trying to build, is there any chance you or somebody at your work or something would, you know, want
Well,
to
what
host?
about the I love referrals?
Yeah, yeah. And offer
And I
something,
usually put that in thank you notes that I send with a business card.
okay? But then
I'm
does
always up
everybody
for
else know
referrals.
you like referrals? Like, I mean, Tara was getting a ton of orders this last month because she said if you put it on your business page, she entered them into the drawing for the host thing.
Host rewards.
And they were
Right.
sharing it all over the place then to
Mhm.
get in the drawing.
I had over 65 names in that list of
That they
people when
gave
I
you?
drew. Between
Yeah.
orders and refer and people sharing the posts.
And I mean, and this is years into our businesses. I mean, we're
Mhm.
all in the business years. So,
I made up a
okay, yeah, we gotta go. I know.
I'm
We're-
sorry. I have to hop
Oh.
off. I have to go do the team
Okay,
taxi thing.
I'm glad you
so
came in. All right,
Thanks. Bye.
thanks. Bye.